Hello, my name is Chidi Chali, and in this video, I'm going to focus on the Immeri compensation plan, how you rank advance, and actually how you make the money. And I'm also going to focus on a bit on some of the incentives that are available to you when you take this business seriously and run with it. Let's get right in. So basically, the Immeri compensation plan is a synergistic plan, and to become a member, there are two packages you can join with. Okay, so there's what we call, you can join as a pre-associate, or you can join as an associate. As a pre-associate, the package you join with is called the classic package, and the associate level you can join with agency or wholesale. Now, remember that originally the pre-associate level did not exist. It was just recently introduced just to allow more people in. And it's because it's actually a distributorship business. And so the associate level was actually the initial starting point. But they've now added a pre-associate level just to just to give a lot more people the opportunity, especially those who couldn't afford the agency or the wholesale packages, to get opportunity to come on board. All right. And that comes with some few differences, but we'll get into that very soon. So currently these are the existing packages you can join with. Okay, so you can join with classic, and the classic package is 59,200 naira. All right, now with the Immeri, what you pay is actually given back to you in products, so there's no registration fee. It's actually given, the package you choose is given back to you in products, so you don't lose anything. It's actually given to you at the wholesale price, so basically you can retail it and get profit. All right, so that is how the system goes. And so if you join as a classic, you get your products, you get your money back in products, and that is it. As you can see from this chart, we have something called rebates, and we also have lifetime discounts. Now, because the classic package was introduced to just allow more people to get in, there are a few things that was withheld, and one of them is, of course, the lifetime discount and also the rebate. Now, the other packages is the agency and the wholesale. The agency is 295,930 naira, and basically you get that also back in products, so your stock value is the same at the wholesale price. However, anytime in the future when you choose to come and do a repurchase, the company will allow you to get the products at a 30% discount going forward forever of the wholesale price. So this is the 30% discount on the wholesale price, and the company has recommended retail prices that you can actually sell the products at. So this is going to allow you to enjoy even bigger profits on your products. All right. Now, if you go for the wholesale packages, we have four different packages under the wholesale program. All right. We have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and it goes from 739,825 naira to 2,959,300 naira. Okay, and all of this come with some additional benefits. One of them is what we call rebates. Okay, so if you look at this section, that is the stock value for what you get when you pay for a wholesale package. So for example, if you do wholesale tier 1, this is what you pay, but actually this is the value of the products you get, because they give you 20% more products than you paid for. All right, and if you did the highest package, you're going to get 50% more product. That's actually a double of whatever you paid for in products. So imagine, and this is actually at the wholesale price, so imagine selling this at the recommended retail price. This is going to make you huge return on investment. All right, so actually with the Immeri, on a retail level, there's a lot of money to be made, but there's additional ways you can actually make money, and that is what we are going to get into. So if you do agency, you get 30% lifetime discount. If you do wholesale, you get 50% lifetime discount going forward forever. Whether you are buying one box of a product or you are buying a truckload, it doesn't matter, you get 50% going forward forever for any repurchases you do, and that is it. All right, now if you now decide to introduce the opportunity to other people and refer the business and allow more people to also join the business, you can now start growing a team, and through that you can rank advance in the business and actually make more income. All right, and that actually gets exciting. This is what we call leverage. All right, so basically it starts at two levels. You can start at the pre-associate. Like I said, if you start with a classic package, which is if you pay the 59,200, basically you're going classic, and with that you're going to start at the pre-associate level. Now, at the pre-associate level, you rank advanced to elite pre-associate, then you can rank advanced to associate level. However, when you start with agency or wholesale, you go one rank higher. You start with associate, so you skip the pre-associate level, you become associate, then to elite associate, then to executive, elite executive manager, elite manager, director, 1-star director, 2-star director, 3-star director, Sapphire ambassador, Emerald ambassador, Diamond ambassador. Alright, so Diamond ambassadors are the highest rank in the business. And then beyond that, we talk about the 11 lucrative payouts and incentives. Okay, and in this business, we don't have forced authorship, so we don't require you by mandatory force to do authorship every month. You buy products as and when you need it, so you are not compelled. You don't need to buy products if you don't need to. All right, you are not forced to do that to maintain rank or to keep earning. You just buy products as and when you need, and actually there are other benefits that comes from buying products for yourself. All right, but this is what you do. So once you're in the business, you decide to grow the organization, you can earn sponsor bonus, team bonus, elite bonus, promotion bonus, leadership bonus, then director development bonus, same rank bonus, repeat sales bonus. Then you get travel incentives, car rewards, and house reward. All right, so we'll get into the details of this. All right, so basically, the last time I did a video, I explained how the Immeri compensation plan actually works. Today, I'm not going to focus too much on that. I want to get straight into how the money is actually made. So this is the concept behind it. Once you understand this, it's easy to follow through with the ranking. But I've done this on another video, so you can check out my YouTube page, and I'm sure you will see the video and follow through. But basically, let's get into it. Okay, so the Immeri plan looks like more like a tax board with 15 slots on it, 7 at the top, 7 slots at the top, 8 at the bottom. Now the 7 slots at the top are occupied by existing members of the business, and it's always filled. There's no board you will join that will have empty spots at the top. Okay, so literally the only spots left to be filled is the 8 at the bottom. Now the 7 at the top actually are the existing members, and they make money as new people join the business. So that's an earning position. And every board has a leader, and the leader occupies the first board, and the leader is called the elite of the board. Okay, and of course the elite earns more bonuses or more incentives when it comes to the earnings. He earns higher than the rest of the people. Now, as new members join, of course, monies are paid to everybody at the top based on their qualification. And then basically when the board gets full, 2 things happen. Number one, the elite of the board gets promoted to the next rank. And then the second thing that happens is that the board will split into 2 to create opportunity for new people to join the business. Now, because every board must have a leader or an elite, okay, and the board splits into 2, it means that 2 people from the previous board that just split will be chosen to become elite on the 2 new boards. Okay, so there were 15 people at the top, all right, right here. 1 was promoted to 11, 14. 14 divided into 2 is 7, and that's how you arrive at the 7 existing members on the board. So 7 here, 7 here. Now, out of these 14, 2 of them will be chosen to become elite of the 2 new boards, and this is the rule. Okay, so the rule says 2 members with highest sponsor in the first group will become elite when the group splits. All right. So another circumstance here, the numbers in black are the real people on the board. Now the numbers in white are the number of people they have brought. So 2 has brought 3 people, 5 has brought 1 person, 7 has brought 1, 9 has brought 3 people, 11 has brought 2. The rest have not brought anybody yet. Okay, and so in this scenario, number 2 and number 9 become the new elite of the 2 new boards, and then the rest of the people will be distributed according to the number of people they have and according to the time they came in. All right, then the board will start filling again for monies to be paid out. But now coming to the pre-associate level, because this was just introduced as a speedway, okay, or to get more people who couldn't afford the distributorship, real distributorship startup to get into the business. There's no team bonus that's paid at this level. There's no elite bonus that's paid at this level. However, what you get is promotion bonus when you are the elite, okay, and your board is full. Okay, basically when your board gets full, like I said, the elite get promoted. And once the elite get promoted, you're going to be paid at the pre-associate level. You're going to be paid promotion bonus of 11,837.20 as the promotion bonus. Then now you can rank advance to the next level, which is the associate level. Now at the associate level, this is where the actual game begins. This is where all the earnings are available for you, and this is why it's very important that if you have the means, you start as an associate immediately. So you register with either agency or wholesale, and that puts you immediately on the associate board. And because when you do that, it's going to allow you to start earning very, very quickly all the incentives and bonuses without anything holding you back. And you can actually speed rank advance because you have actually skipped one rank already and you are on your way all the way to the top. Now, same scenario happens here. Basically, now the rules apply. Okay, so how do you make team bonus at this level? So this is how Immeri pays. Immeri says that if you are an associate and you have sponsored one associate, we will pay you 1,800 naira each time somebody drops on your board. And this is regardless of whether the person is from your team or not, whether you sponsor the person or not. You'll be paid as long as the person drops on your board and you have the one qualification. You'll be paid 1,800. Okay, and that's going to be times 8 because you get 1,800 here. Now, so for example, let's use this particular table. All right, so we have number 3 who has one person, number 7 also has one person. So when number 8 joined this board, number 3 will be paid 1,800 naira. Number 7 will pay 1,800 naira. When number 9 comes, 1,800, 1,800. Number 10, 1,800, 1,800. And that is how it goes all the way to the 15th position. And that's why you get times 8. Now we see here times 20 cycles. Now what does this actually mean? Now this is what it means. Okay, so for example, number 3 is here. Number 3 has one qualification. Okay, now the board got full. The board has splitted. Number 3, we find number 3 here again. Number 3 didn't get promoted. However, number 3 is on a new board. Now, Immeri says that number 3, even if number 3 does not sign anybody again, okay, he will still be recognized with the one qualification he has from the previous board. What does that actually mean? What that means is if people now start dropping on this board, number 3 will pay 1,800 every time. Even to the last person, and that will be 1,800 times 8, and from here to here is one cycle, from here to here is one cycle. So anytime a board gets full, that's one cycle. Okay, and Immeri says you can earn up to 20 cycles before the system will stop paying you. And at this point, what Immeri is requiring you to do is actually to rank advance to elite position before you continue getting paid. Now, if you sponsor 2 or more people, like number 2 here and number 5 here, okay, you'll be paid 3,600 naira each time somebody drops on your board. And this is regardless of whether they are from your team or not, whether you know them or not, okay? Now, and that's going to be times 8, okay, and times 20 cycles, that is if you remain without getting promoted to become elite. Now, what if you become elite? The instant you become elite, you'll be paid an elite bonus of 57,960 naira. Okay, that is just from when the board gets full and you are one of the 2 people with the highest qualification. Immediately you are chosen as one of the 2 to become elite. Instantly you'll be paid 57,960 naira. All right. Then as the elite, as people now begin to join your board, okay, you will be paid 11,520 naira each time somebody drops on your board. So whilst others are making 1,800 and 3,600, you as the elite make 11,520 naira. And you're going to earn that for the 7 first positions that gets filled, because the last person to drop on your board is actually going to complete your board. And because you are the elite, that means you're going to be sent off to the next round. And so for that, the last person coming on board actually comes with a golden handshake, which is 34,920 naira. And basically that is how Immeri pays, okay? And obviously when the last person joins and you are the elite, what does it mean? It means you're getting promoted. And for getting promoted, Immeri also has another bonus called the promotion bonus. And so you're going to make another 57,960 naira as promotion bonus. So basically, from the time you become elite associate to to the time you leave that board, you would have made 231,480 naira. And actually, that is the minimum you earn on the associate board, because remember, you would have probably cycled a few times here, okay, before becoming the elite. And that's how exciting Immeri is. And all these bonuses are actually paid instantly. As people drop on your board, you make the money, right? So now you've been promoted to the next level, and the next level is executive. Now, executive level, same scenario, okay? The only difference is that you cannot buy this rank. There's no executive package where you just pay that package, pay for that package, and you are immediately put on the executive board. So in this scenario, how do you then become qualified, or how do you get qualification for higher earnings? Now, Immeri says that at this level, okay, when you're an executive, the way you get qualification is that the people you personally sponsored, when they also begin to get promoted to the executive board, that is what will now count for you as qualification. So when one of the people you've directly sponsored also become executive, you will get one qualification. When the second person comes, you get two qualifications, and so on and so forth. Now, Immeri is so generous, they even state that even if you become executive and you have no executive promoted, which means none of your people has been promoted yet, you will still make money, and you'll be paid 5,760 naira each time somebody drops on your board. Obviously, these are not your people, but you still get paid times 8. And if you keep remaining there without bringing anybody, you can enjoy up to 10 cycles before the system will stop paying you. Now, if you brought one executive from your team, or you promoted one executive from your team, you will earn 11,520 naira each time somebody drops on your board. All right, and that's going to be times 8, times 10 if you remain there. Now, if you have promoted 2 or more executives, you're going to be paid 17,280 naira times 8 when your board gets full, and times 10 if you get to remain there, okay, without becoming elite. Now, what if you become elite? Now, the instant you become elite, you'll be paid 579,600 naira as elite bonus alone. Remember that it's elite bonus just for becoming elite. Now, when you become elite and people start dropping on your board, you make 115,920 naira each time somebody drops on your board. That's going to be times 7, because they pay you up to the last one-to-one position, because the last person to join your board, of course, is going to complete your board, and he always comes with a golden handshake. And the golden handshake alone is 347,760 naira. Okay? And basically, when that happens, what happens to you is that you are going to get promoted, and for getting promoted, you get promotion bonus of another 579,600 naira, bringing your total as an elite executive from the time you become elite executive to the time you leave that board, you get 2,318,400. Okay, and that is the minimum you actually get from the executive board, because obviously you probably would have also made some cycles here before you became the elite. So this is very, very exciting, and this is the power behind the opportunity that we are talking about. All right, now finally, let's get here to the manager level. Okay, now this is also same scenario, just like the executive board. You also need to promote other executives to get promoted. However, you also need to promote other managers for you to get qualification. However, Immeri says that even when you have become a manager and you have no manager promoted yet, we will still pay you 57,960 naira each time somebody drops on your board. That's going to be times 8 and times 10 cycles if you remain there. All right. Now, if you have one manager promoted, we're going to pay you 115,920 times 8 times 10 cycles. All right. Then, if you have 2 or more managers promoted in your team, you're going to be paid 173,880 naira. Okay, that's going to be times 8 and times 10. Now, what if you become an elite? Are you ready? Now, at this level, just for becoming an elite manager, the elite bonus alone is 5,796,000 naira. Just for elite bonus. And as the elite manager, as people now begin to drop on your board, you make 1,159,200 naira each time somebody drops on your board. And that's going to be times 7, because the last person always comes with a golden handshake. And when the last person drops, your golden handshake alone is 3,477,600 naira. And obviously, when the last person drops, what does it mean? Yes, you got that right. It means you're getting promoted. And for getting promoted, it comes with a promotion bonus, and that's going to be another 5,796,000 naira, which means that by the time you become a lead manager to the time you get promoted to the next rank, you would have made a minimum of 23,184,000 naira. Amazing. And this is just manager level. Okay. Beyond this, we are going to talk about director levels and all those things. But I'm going to stop it here, and let's do a recap of the ranks and the earning potentials. Okay. So we've been through this already, but just this is a recap. All right. So at the associate level, the minimum income you can make is 231,480 naira. At the executive level, the minimum income you will make is, and these are guaranteed incomes. All right. So 2,314,800 naira. At the manager level, minimum guaranteed income you can make is 23,148,000 naira. Now, at the director and above levels, actually the company begins to blow your mind, because what they actually do is start paying percentage on group sales. Yes, you heard me right. It's not group profit. This is group sales. All right. And the income becomes so huge that the company has decided that they're going to pay you daily on all the activities, volume, purchases, sign up that is happening in your organization, 1% to 6%, depending on your rank. And that is going to be paid daily so that you don't get problems with your bank. Now, beyond that, it gets very exciting. But I just want to touch on this particular one and leave it there, and probably we'll talk about the incentives. All right. Now, you remember that when I was talking about the advancements from the board, we got to executive, you notice that there's no executive package. You need to promote other executives to also get qualification. And so this business actually thrives on team building and teamwork, so that you don't become selfish and you alone making the money. The company actually has structured it so that it ensures that you work with your team, and to ensure that you empower your team to also learn how to do the business and get promoted. Now, when you are an executive and the people you directly sponsored also become executives, for each of them that become executive, you, the sponsor, will earn 57,960 naira as leadership bonus. So the company recognizes you for producing a leader in your team. All right. Now, when you are a manager and one of your people become a manager, you will make 579,600 naira. Now let's backtrack. Obviously, in this business, if you're going to do this seriously and going to do it long enough, you are definitely going to you're not just going to sign one person. So you're definitely going to sponsor a lot of people. So let's just say that in your entire lifetime in this business, you only got 10 serious people in your organization. All right. And those 10 eventually become executive. That will mean that for a minimum, you're going to make 579,600 as leadership bonus at that level alone. Now, if those 10 become managers, it means for you, you're going to make 5,796,000 naira at this level. It gets crazy. All right. Now, Immeri says that if you are a director and you produce other directors, for each of the directors you produce from your direct teammates, you're going to enjoy 5,796,000 naira every time a director is directly produced in your team. And again, if you have 10 directly sponsored people who eventually become directors, can you imagine what we are talking about? And this is just 10. I'm not talking about 100. All right? And this is the Immeri plan. This is what is changing, turning heads and making people so excited. That's why I mean, we have so much momentum and so many people are excited about the opportunity that we are bringing. All right, this is unique. So I'm not going to talk any further because the monies get crazy. But what I want to talk about is the other incentives that are available. So I've skipped a number of the bonuses and incentives because it's going to be too much. Okay, but now let's talk about the other things that are also exciting for people. One of them is travel. Okay, and Immeri offers us incentive trips. In fact, there are 5-star holiday incentive trips all over the world, and every year actually they give opportunity for leaders to travel about 2-3 times a year, just to go on vacation, relax, have fun, go sightseeing, do relaxing things, and just come back refreshed so that they can do more for themselves and for their families and for their teams. All right, so this is what you get with Immeri, and it's exciting. The whole package is very incredible. All right, now the other thing is that you also get car rewards, and it starts when you become a director. So the instant you get promoted from the manager board, you are a director. All right, and for becoming a director, you're entitled to a new car, and the company is going to buy a car for you worth 5,796,000 naira. Okay, and this car, they will pay for it, everything, and then you receive it at an event, of course, and it's yours. It's in your name. They are not going to pay funds to settle the debt on it. No. They're just going to buy it, cash down, everything fully paid, registered in your name, and handed to you. All right, and you can do whatever you want with it. Now, when you become a 3-star director, you are entitled to another car, and this time this car is worth 11,592,000 naira. Okay, and at this level, I'm telling you, by 3-star director, you would have been making so much money that if it's cars you really love, probably you would have bought your dream car already. And so at this level, Immeri is offering you 2 options. It's either they give you the car, or you can go in for the cash, or if you like, the check. All right, so that's an option for you. And finally, when you get to the highest rank in the business, Immeri is offering you a house. All right, so the exciting thing is they're giving you two options. The first option is Immeri is going to give you 54 million naira to build a house at the destination of your choice. Okay. And the second option is that Immeri already has luxurious penthouses built in Malaysia, actually in a very good location in the capital Kuala Lumpur, close to the airport. Okay. So imagine such a site. And actually, if you want it, they're going to secure visas for you and your family. It's a 10-year multiple entry visa on the My Malaysia Second Home Visa program, and that's going to be for you and your family so that you can travel anytime you want, go and live in your own house, go on vacations, whatever you want. If you want, you can also sell it, it's yours, okay? And this is what Immeri is offering you. And the exciting part is that all this you can do over and over again because Immeri legally allows you to have multiple accounts in the system, and this gets crazy. All right, so let's just recap. Okay, so Immeri is a distributorship business that is truly rewarding. It has 3-star products, Virgin, B-Tide, and Adwell. Obviously, they actually have more range of products that will be introducing very soon. But for now, this is what is available on the African market. Number 3 is that they have free nationwide delivery. The contract is with FedEx, so you literally can do this business from home and just ask FedEx to deliver the products anywhere you want them to deliver. All right. Now, there's lucrative pay plan that pays real time. Okay, so this does not pay monthly or weekly or whatever, bi-weekly. The payments are instant. Okay, so as people drop on your board, you make the money, and you can literally do what you want with the money. You can turn it around very, very quickly. All right. Now, also you can earn team bonus with just 1 referral, and this normally does not happen in other organizations. And this is one of the strong selling points. Okay. And the other thing that is even more exciting is that there are no auto ships required. Okay, so you are not forced to buy auto ship to maintain your account or to rank to ensure that you are active or qualify for rank advancement. No. Okay. Actually, if you just want to buy products, it's your own desire. If you need them and you want to buy them, you are at liberty. But if you don't buy it, it doesn't hurt you in any way. All you have to do is focus on building your organization and doing what is important, motivating your team, whatever it takes to grow. If you need products, you can buy it. It gives you additional income, but it doesn't necessarily give you any qualification. In fact, your activation, once you sign up, you are active for life. All right, this is one of the exciting things about Immeri. And then finally, last but not actually the last but one. Okay, you have an online back office to help you track your business. So everything you're going to be able to see everything in your back office. Who has joined your organization? How many people you need on your board to break? How do you become elite? All those things. How much money have you made? How much have you spent? All those things are available in your back office. You can track everything. All right. Then last but not least, we have training and mentorship program. And I encourage you to actually sign up to some of these trainings and mentorship programs, because this is how you're actually going to build your business. If you want to do this seriously and leave it as a legacy for your children, then I will encourage you to actually partake in our trainings and mentorship programs, which happens at various levels in different countries, even in different teams. Okay, so when you join the business, make sure you are hooked up to the team's programs and activities, so that you can also grow and make the best of your partnership with Immeri. So this is it. I mean, at Immeri we say stay happy, stay simple, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of value in this. Now I'm going to leave my contact details above or below this video. If you want to seriously become part of Immeri and work with me personally to grow your organization, I'll be happy to work with you. And basically, you can reach me by the contact details I'll leave above or below this video. If you also referred to this video by someone else, I will encourage you to reach back to the person and let the person know that you're excited, you want to be part of this, and the person will be happy to guide you through to get you started. All right. So I'm always available. If you want to be partners with me, feel free to reach out to me. If you have questions, you're also open to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So all the best, and I hope to see you in the system. Let's rock this together. All the best. Ciao.